Welcome back to United Top News, the home of passion, debate, and the real voice of Manchester United fans. Manchester United stands sacking Omar Berrada after telling Lionel Messi comment. Manchester United CEO Omar Berrada's future at Old Trafford has been uncertain amid substantial supporter backlash over several decisions made since his arrival in 2024. Manchester United have no intention of dismissing CEO Omar Berrada, with any speculation surrounding his future misguided. According to reports, the ex-Manchester City Chief Football Operations Officer faced intense supporter demonstrations ahead of the 3-2 triumph over Fulham earlier this month. A substantial crowd assembled to voice opposition against the Glazer family, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and senior figures including Berrada. He took up the role in January 2024, yet has already taken several monumental decisions. The executive displayed the uncompromising approach with the choices to dismiss Erik ten Hag, Dan Ashworth, mere months following his appointment, and Ruben Amorim at the beginning of the year. Despite the financial implications of these moves climbing into 8 figures, Berrada has retained his position. Berrada wields the supreme executive authority alongside INEOA's leadership Ratcliffe, but collaborates closely with Jason Wilcox, who has primary responsibility for recruitment and strategic planning to plan footballing matters. Given the reported remarks from additional sources within Old Trafford, there appears minimal prospect of Berrada leaving the club in the near future. The Athletic suggests individuals within the organization do not anticipate Berrada's exit, despite his previous colleagues at City being concerned he might end up without a job. The 47-year-old was amongst the first major appointments made by Ratcliffe soon after the petrochemical tycoon acquired a 27.7% stake in the club. Even while serving his gardening leave at City, Berrada's influence is believed to have been central to the decision to dismiss ten Hag shortly after keeping him on, and the choice to pay compensation to Newcastle United for Ashworth. Beyond footballing matters, Berrada also had the unenviable task of informing club employees that further job cuts were imminent, merely 6 months after 250 staff members lost their positions. A new midfield name is heating up the rumor mill: Sandro Tonali. Yes, the Newcastle United engine, the Italian international, a player once tipped as the next great midfield general. Former United coach Rene Meulensteen has spoken out, calling Tonali a player who fits the bill for Manchester United. But here's the big question: is he the answer, or just another name in a long list of transfer speculation? United have gone over 12 months without properly reinforcing the midfield. The summer window came and went. January passed quietly, yet the need remains: control, energy, leadership. A partner to elevate the brilliance of Kobbie Mainoo without blocking his rise. And doesn't stop there, because behind the scenes, the drama at Old Trafford continues. CEO Omar Berrada remains under pressure after controversial decisions, fan protests, and bold executive moves. Some supporters question the direction, others demand patience. Reports now suggest the club has no intention of letting him go. This is not just about transfers. This is about identity. This is about the future of Manchester United. So buckle up, because we're diving deep into Tonali's future, United's midfield puzzle, and the power dynamics shaping this club heading into a crucial summer. If you love bold opinions, real analysis, and passionate United content, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Let's get into it. Manchester United have been sent a transfer message about Newcastle United midfielder Sandro Tonali. Manchester United have been told why they should consider a move for Newcastle star Sandro Tonali. United have been heavily linked with signing a midfielder for the last 12 months, but are yet to strengthen the middle of the park this season. United made 4 signings last summer, but did not go into the market for a midfielder, and when January rolled around, the Reds chose not to strengthen their squad. A host of names have already been linked with signing for United in the summer, including Carlos Baleba of Brighton, Adam Wharton of Crystal Palace, and Elliot Anderson of Nottingham Forest. Tonali was linked with a move to Arsenal on deadline day, but a deal never got off the ground, with the Italy international remaining at St. James Park. Former United coach Rene Meulensteen, who worked as an assistant to Sir Alex Ferguson, has explained why Tonali would be a worthy option for the Reds to consider to strengthen their midfield. Sandro Tonali is a good player and he's done really well for Newcastle, Meulensteen told Betgood. The rumors I heard were that he possibly wanted to go back to Italy, but he's definitely a good player who understands how to play that role in midfield, and he's a good passer of the ball. Manchester United definitely need to look into that position and what they need. I think they could look at Joe Wellington in that position. He obviously came there as a forward, and Eddie Howe has dropped him and turned him into this massive motor in midfield. Manchester United handed boost after injury worry versus West Ham. Harry Maguire was replaced by Leny Yoro in the draw with West Ham after appearing to pick up a knock earlier in the contest. Harry Maguire took part in Manchester United's latest training session at Carrington, alleviating fears he had picked up an injury in the draw with West Ham on Tuesday. Maguire looked to have picked up a hamstring injury in the first half at the London Stadium. The centre-back was seen holding the back of his leg following a tangle with El Hadji Malik Diop. Maguire played on, but he was replaced by Leny Yoro shortly before the 70-minute mark, leading to speculation that the defender might have been feeling the effects of the challenge. However, he took part in the latest training session at Carrington and does not appear to have picked up a knock. The draw with West Ham saw Maguire start his 5th consecutive game for United since returning from a thigh injury last month. The England international has been a regular since Michael Carrick took charge of the club and has been key to United's upturn in form. United have recorded as many clean sheets since Carrick took charge last month as they had managed in their previous 23 games. Maguire has already missed 2 months of the season through injury and had struggled to cement his place in former manager Ruben Amorim's plan prior to his sacking. The 32-year-old has started just 9 Premier League games this time as he bids to convince the club that he should be offered a new contract. So, what do you think, Reds? Should Manchester United reward Harry Maguire with a new contract, even if it means restructuring his $190,000 a week deal? Or is it time for the club to move in a different direction? With reported interest from clubs like AC Milan and overseas talks already happening, the situation could move quickly. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Marcus Rashford's Manchester United return gets seal of approval as he's given assurances. Manchester United loanee Marcus Rashford has been given the green light to return to his parent club after a route back opened up. Former Manchester United coach Rene Meulensteen believes Marcus Rashford can resurrect. Former Manchester United coach Rene Meulensteen believes Marcus Rashford can resurrect his Old Trafford career this summer. And it's all thanks to interim manager Michael Carrick changing the environment back at the Theatre of Dreams. The climate is a lot less tense at United compared to when Rashford left the club to join Barcelona on loan last summer. At the time, Ruben Amorim was still in charge and had made it clear he was not prioritizing the England international. But Mullenstein believes Carrick, who played alongside Rashford at Old Trafford, could transform the entire conversation. And the forward isn't the only ex-United star who could make a comeback after showing signs of progress elsewhere. It could be a route back for Marcus Rashford at Man United, definitely, he told Bedcourt. I think Marcus is still as worried as anyone because he came through the ranks as a young kid, and that will never go away. That will never leave him. It's the same with Scott McTominay. Both players have done extremely well wherever they've gone. But I think it was good for Marcus to have that spell away. First of all at Aston Villa, but now at Barcelona. It's a different culture, a different language, and a different style. Every week is different. The Premier League is different. It's so much more demanding than any league in the world, and I think he's enjoying his football, and that's the most important thing. He needs to enjoy his football. Rashford, 20 years old, has scored 10 goals and recorded 13 assists in 34 appearances for Barca this season. He is on course to help Barca defend the title in La Liga, while the club is also still in the running for the Champions League and Copa del Rey. One can understand why Rashford may be eager to turn the move into a permanent one, with Barca retaining a purchase option for €26 million. However, the Catalans have reportedly requested that figure be lowered, something that is unlikely to have gone down well at United. Rashford was all but exiled under Amorim, who sent the forward on loan to Villa in the second half of last season. With the Portuguese in charge, it seemed as though Rashford had no future at his boyhood club, but Carrick has a different stance on the matter. They still do well in the Champions